Morning everybody. So today is worm egg count day, first one of the year, and I thought I'd do that with you today. Here's Tommy. How you doing this morning, Tom Tom? Eating your hay in your mud patch, hey? A bit grotty, isn't it? Hello. Hello. No treats today, no pockets empty. And Basil's here. And Tommy, Chesney's here. I'm getting them all confused this morning. So I bought this 4-horse egg count set at Your Horse Live back in November because it was on quite good offer. And actually this is the make that I always use because they sell them at my local tack shop. So first thing is going to be to get all this sorted out. So in the pack, I got 4 of everything, but I've just laid out 3. You get a pink envelope, which is what you post it back in, and then you get a little bag with a little pot inside and a label, which we will do in a minute. You usually get a few gloves. You've got 4 in here, whereas when you do when I buy the 2-horse count only has 1 glove in, so it's quite nice having 4 different gloves, because obviously you have to keep taking your gloves off to put the lids on and the labels on. And these surgical type gloves are really difficult to get back on once you've worn them once. And then you get your notation that you have to write all the details in to enclose in the envelope. So the first thing I always do is write the name on all the labels so that I can easily label them up as I fill the pot. So the pot's not very big, so you don't need much poo in there, and then you put the little pot in the bag. But I always find it's important to put the name on the label first, because once you've got all the poo in the pots and stuff, it gets a bit difficult and you don't want to get them confused. So you really want to do one at a time and label it. Obviously if you only have 1 horse it's way easier. And I'm going to fill all this in before I start, and one of each of these goes in the envelope with each pot, so they're all sent separately when you have more than 1 horse kit even. So what I'm going to do next, it will be interesting to see what Tommy says. This is the first one of the year, and I actually probably would have done it a couple of weeks ago, but I've not been very well, as you probably know. But it'll be interesting to see if Tommy's is still medium. I think it was medium last time, so it'll be interesting to see if his is still medium like it was when I did him last year, because obviously I've wormed him a bit, and well, we'll see. I don't really know. It will be interesting to find out what happens. Obviously they were all wormed at Christmas, but the others haven't been wormed at all last year because they had their tapeworm test and they didn't need one for tapeworm either. So they only had the Christmas wormer, but Tommy had a couple of others because of his worm egg counts. So as I say, it'll be interesting to see, but I'm now going to fill my pots with poo. So this is Basil's stable. So basically I've got my little pot. Not sure how easy this is going to be to film, obviously, but got my little pot here, and then I'm going to pick up a bit of poo. It's not interesting, but it gives you a chance to actually see what their poo's like. If you do this obviously as often as they recommend, then you can keep quite a track. Basil's, they're all a lot more sort of roughagey in the winter because of they're obviously eating a lot more hay. Basil's are more moist than Chesney's because he has steamed hay, so there's much more moisture going into his diet. So I just took my glove off so that I could hold the camera with my right hand again. So basically it's only a tiny little pot, and I sort of put as much in as I can. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, And then, that was a bit of hay in the way. More tricky with one hand. And then, hopefully, I haven't got it straight, put the lid on. There we go. And then that's, obviously that's fairly sort of sealed. And then I come straight back in here and put the label on, the right one. So I usually put the across the top and down the side. So that's Basil's, and I've done Chesney's, and I've just noticed actually that these have got voucher numbers on, so I'm going to, it says number here, so I'm going to match up the numbers as well. Write 2 on the side because Basil's that I've put Basil's on is voucher 2, so I'm going to do that, and then I shall go and do Tommy. So now I have 3 little pots, and now each pot will go into a little plastic bag, and with the slip, the relevant slip, in the pink bag and off to the people with the contact detail. I usually do an email, which actually is brilliant because usually they come back within 2 or 3 days. That's not their guarantee, I don't think, but usually they do, which is brilliant. And then I can decide, well, they tell me if I need to worm or not. Well, be interesting to see, won't it, whether I need to worm Tommy. I doubt I need to worm the other 2, but I might need to worm Tommy. Anyway, now I've got to do the rest of the mucking out. So I hope you found this video interesting or useful, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.